Good morning, everybody. We are live and we are back at it again for another Friday. And mother effing Friday. Let's go. Mic is working. Everything's looking pristine. No camera today. Unfortunately, it's got so much stuff going on in the background that uh, I'm gonna leave it off for now. Now, will I be turning on the camera here maybe later? Yeah, but anyways, took a couple trades already this morning on the funded account. Really just needed to focus in. And as always, I'm gonna keep saying this. If I am trading funded, I'm not at the point I have done before, but I just want to focus on my funded trading whenever I am trading in the morning. Look at daily chart. We are at an all-time high. So be careful here. Before we go any further, 90% of day traders lose money. Trade at your own risk. This stream is for entertainment purposes only, not for financial advice. All right. But I'm looking here, kind of just thinking out loud to myself. I've traded all-time highs before, trying to short it, never worked out. So right now it's kind of struggling. I really don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna be honest. Does look like the market's kind of losing its juice here, losing a little bit of steam. We're just hanging out here at the highs. A very dangerous level. I mean, could you gamble, and short? Yeah, maybe stop above here, but then again, it could go either way, right? That's the thing about day trading is that, yeah, it looks like we're going weak, but we're at all-time highs, and typically whenever we are at all-time highs, bulls are pretty aggressive with their move up. So thinking from a theoretical standpoint of the Pythagorean theorem, I'm just kidding. I don't know where I'm going with that. Ain't much happening. As always, there's a delay in my stream here as well. So just so y'all are aware. Could be a very dangerous level here. And you know what? I hate saying that, dude. Every level is dangerous. My goodness, trading is dangerous. You know what? Taking a risk is dangerous. I mean, we're above a pivot point now, so kind of a tough level, to be honest. We're just slowly grinding. It's the stair step of death. Could be worth a little quick scalp to that bottom. So what I do is this. Don't copy me. If I'm just looking to really log in a quick trade, something like this. Let me turn my volume, mute it, so y'all don't have to hear it. Build. And of course, it doesn't give me the full fill of the 5 ticks. So quick scalp there, really just logging in this day. I'll wait to see what else happens. But that's one thing that I play. You can say, oh my goodness, that's just gambling. Heck not, bro. Or sis, whatever you identify as. That's sometimes how I do it. In and out. Yo, give me that win. Give me that dub. $120 in 1 second. Say what you will. But I'm just here to make money. I'm not here to be perfect. I'm not here to be right. I'm not here to show you that I'm the best trader in the world. I am here to make money for myself. And for me personally, it sounds selfish, but that's all I care about right now, right? Because as long as I'm making money, I can fund myself, take care of myself. And that is the ultimate end goal. I feel like so many people out there are so obsessed with trying to trying to be perfect or trying to look good to other people. And here's the thing, I'm gonna say it sounds bad, but you gotta start being selfish about your goals and achieving them. Because here's the thing, nobody cares about you more than yourself. Okay? The world does not revolve around anybody, let me say that. But in your world, it should revolve around yours. If you have a goal and a dream, you should do everything in your power to achieve that. A lot of the times, it's going to come off as you looking cocky, and people are going to be like, wow, you're so narcissistic. But here's the thing, if you're not selfish about your goals, nobody else is going to help you achieve that. No one's going to be like, hey, let me, get you $1 million because you wanted to do it. Nobody cares about your vision more than you. And that's just how one of the mentality that I've kind of adopted. It's just like I need to make sure that I do whatever it takes to achieve my goals. And it's not gonna look pretty at all. It's gonna look ugly and it's gonna be scratching and clawing every bit of the way there. But at the end of the day, what matters is getting results, good results. Sometimes you are gonna have, not terrible results, right? You're gonna have terrible results, but that's a learning phase as well. But just win. The little wins do stack up, and I think that's what really matters most. So for me, like I'm very selfish about my goals, right? And if it comes off and people don't like it, I'm like, hey, well, guess what? You are entitled to your own opinion, but this is my life, and I am responsible for getting myself to where I want to be. I have like too many things that I need to do, and so much of my goals that I need to achieve, right? And that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna help other people, right? Be selfish, but also be selfless in helping other people. That's one thing. If ever someone comes up to me and wants some advice, I am gonna offer you some advice. I'm not gonna say, you know, hey, you're not gonna make it. I'm not gonna kick anybody to the curb or kick them down. Raise everybody up. But with that being said, I'm here to achieve my goals. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Anyways, market's coming down. I'm just gonna chill for a bit more. Look at the market. We are definitely. I wouldn't say. I mean, I'm gonna say what's on my mind. So I mean, it looks like it's stalling up here. Obviously, not much volume, and we're moving pretty slow here. So like, there's not much movement, to be honest. Looking pretty good. I've made money across all my three funded accounts. So this is the 4P valuation I'm trading right now. If you're wondering, I'm really just trying to get to the full funded accounts I can get. So the other ones, this is helping my mindset so much in a way of like I'm okay with taking small gains with just the others. $200. I'm just trying to build it up and really focus on the evaluation. And I've found when you have a focus on something else, it's a lot easier to. Let me take it back. when my focus is on the evaluation, I make money a little bit easier on the funded accounts because I'm not stressed about making $1,000. All I'm focused on my funded account when I'm trying to pass an evaluation is just let's just get some small green on the funded accounts, and we're gonna move through my accounts, and we'll get to my evaluation so I can trade it. This one's on the third day. The balance is at $860 right now on it, so I still have to make another 2,200 basically to pass it. I still have to trade for another 2 days, but overall, well, another 2 days after today. Right now, my focus is gonna be on this. A little bit tough of a level, to be honest. I normally, if what you want to see or what I've seen typically in the past is at all-time highs, it's just like stair step. Like it does this whole move throughout the day all the way to basically lunch. But right now, I'm kind of just hanging out here. So is this gonna be a choppy Friday, or is it like a super slow grind to the top? Either way, I've made money. I'm green, especially on Friday. The last thing I want to do on a Friday is be red. Like going into the weekend red sucks because you're literally thinking about that all weekend. And maybe it kind of flushes out, but you're thinking about come Monday, you're going to be like, oh, shoot, I took a loss on Friday and I got to make my money back. And this is all very real. You know, no trader, there's no perfect trader out there that has a perfect psychology, if we want to be honest. Because sometimes you still going full tilt. Emotions are very real, and psychology is just so important. And the psychology is, when we talk about psychology, it's not just, oh, following rules. No. Psychology is literally telling yourself, hey, I shouldn't enter a trade here. But when you see your setup, get it to the point where you can just take it. And that's one thing that I really, really had to learn on like earlier in my, I guess, trading career. I'm not a full-time day trader yet, but starting out, everybody I think goes through the same phase of analysis paralysis where you overthink. But for me, I just had to really learn how to click that buy or sell button. And if my setup was there, sometimes I'm not perfect. Sometimes I don't take the trade setups, and you kind of have like intuition, trader's intuition as you go on, but maybe that's just an excuse to keep your emotions in. But for the most part, if I see a trade and it's in my setup, I'm gonna take it because that's all I can do. You're either gonna get stopped out or you make some money, and that's really it. The hard part comes after you get like taken out or you take profit. What do you do after that? Let's say you made $500. Are you okay with $500, or are you like, hey, let's push it to 1,000? And on the flip side, if you do take a loss, hey, should I take a deep breath, take a break? Maybe I'm not seeing the market clearly, or do you just go right back in and you fall poor? Like those are things that you have to fight every day. Psychology is an everyday thing. It's not something you master once and you really forget about it. No, every day is a new battle. Now, as you get better, you start to suppress it a little bit, right? It goes down, but it's still there. Another key thing that has really kind of helped me just become a little bit of a better trader is just. Oh, sorry, y'all. Something came up. Oh, I've lost my train of thought. Oh, what has made me a little bit of a better trader is I have forgot. Sorry, y'all. I guess you guys will have to stick around for me to remember that. But looking at the market now, I mean, we're still hanging up. It's overall still in a bull trend. Structure has not been broken yet. I think if the Bears really want to retake this day, they have to close somewhere down here. And I'm kind of just thinking out loud. If they want to take control, they close down here. Basically, what I'm kind of looking at, this is very basic, is they turn this level here into resistance, and then it goes down, right? That lower leg. But for now, I think the bulls are still in control. You can make money still going both ways, depending on how you trade. Right now, I'm just really focused on small profits, and it really adds up. At the end of the day, it's so hard to see past that. But here's the thing: is it really does add up, especially if you have multiple funded accounts. Oh man, using is the market 5 minute here is ooh, just red, 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 but it could just flash back down to this level down here, and we could probably just, to be honest, chill in this range throughout the day. A lot of things to think about. Oh, I think I was talking earlier how scalping definitely has made me not a better trader, I guess, a little bit of a better trader. I know it sounds very contradictory. I'm kind of being ironic with what I'm saying, but taking small profits and it just adds up. I'm gonna be one of those traders that has, you get 40 funded accounts. Oh, that would be nasty. Take $2,000 across all of them. But managing 40 accounts, oh, that is tough. The beauty of this too is I don't copy trade my funded accounts. I trade them individually, right? It's just here's the real thing. Like I said, there are days where people still go on tilt, and I still go on tilt some days too. So if I'm gonna go on tilt, I just want to lose one account. I don't want to lose any account. I would rather lose one account than lose all three because that would then definitely screw me over. So you gotta take note of that. And anybody that can copy trade a lot of accounts, I know trades by Matt does 20 all at once. That guy has if there's anybody that I've seen with the most disciplined kind of trading, it's him. It would be him. Just being honest. And he has videos on his channel too to back it up. If I'm not talking grindy day. Oh, grindy day. I think today was the first day of news that we've really had. Because we had CPI. Did some wonders. I did some huge wonders. But overall, if you're wondering, I think the payout that I mentioned, I think in yesterday, a couple days of stream ago, the stream a couple days ago is what I mean to say. I took the payout. So my account's a reset. I'm just trying to build on my third account now. It's at 400. So not above the threshold yet. The other two are. I mean, technically, I could take a payout on them because one of them is at 200, the other is at 400 and something. But with the split, I don't really want to take the payout. I just want to build it. Build it up first. Oop, coming down. All right. Getting some movement. Let's go. That's what you want to see. But I'm really debating if I should really get back into another trade, to be honest. I mean, I've only logged $120 on this account, but this is an evaluation. I'm kind of fried already from this morning session, not gonna lie. I traded, I didn't trade CPI numbers, but I traded after the move happened. So made my money there, made my money on the second and third, and I'm green on this too. So I'm up 120. It's not much, but it's a lot better than being down. Tell you what, may just hang out, see what the market really does. I don't want to be that guy, but I called it. Look at that. It moved down. What did I tell you? Ha 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 ha. I'm just kidding. I hate it when some people are like that. It's funny in jokes sometimes too, but if you call that move, you better have taken that trade before you start talking some smack to me or whatever, whoever. Because you called it, but you didn't take it. That means that you weren't committed to that thought. You just threw something out there. It's like saying this. Well, I mean, at some time we're gonna come back down to 25,400, right? But that could happen in the next who knows how long, right? It could be a day, it could be heck, it could be a year, right? That guy's gonna come back here in a year and be like, I told you it was gonna hit this level. But my God, you said that a year ago. Like, yeah, the market's gonna come, it's gonna fluctuate. Anything's gonna happen, right? I can tell you, hey, the next candle that prints could be red. You know, it's just a game of probabilities. At the end of the day, and that's just what it is. But if you call that trade out and you took it, hey, props to you. Big big props to you if you called it and you actually took the trade. I think we've all done that before too, though. I've even now I'm like, man, I wasn't confident in going it down, so like I said, didn't take it. Sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. Speaking of cookie, bought some cookies this morning. I'm about to go to town on those. I work out, but one of the reasons why I work out is so that I can eat junk food. and be happy with it. Because that's what I want to do. I don't like being overweight. I don't want to be fat. One, it's just not healthy, okay? So before anybody out there says, oh my god, you're fat phobic, look, there's nothing good that comes with being fat. It just puts a lot of stress on your body, very taxing your joints. It's not healthy. You could die from whatever, like high cholesterol. You could get diabetes. It's just dangerous. It's not good. Now, do you have to be the most fittest person, like the most jacked? No, absolutely not. If you don't want to be jacked, look, I'm saying this because I also work out. And I'm very passionate when it comes to fitness. Is you don't have to be super toned or super jacked. Just get to the point where your weight is comfortable with your body frame. For example, if you're like 6'2", and it's unhealthy to be skinny too. You shouldn't be 135 pounds, right? You should be roughly 6'2", maybe somewhere within 100. I would say 190 to 200 pound range. Maybe you have a not really big like a belly, but it's okay. Just gotta be able to keep it off. That's the thing. What are we doing? What are we doing? Ain't nothing happening. Oh, sorry, y'all. I need to have some music or something on my stream. Not looking about it. Nobody just wants to sit here in silence. But I gotta find a song that won't freaking give me a copyright. Moving on back up. Look at that. Ooh, yeah, we're moving on back up. Like I said, bulls are still in control as long as I think they stay above this 25 450 level. This is really really where all the support is. But if the bears want to drag it down, I mean, it can't go up. They have to hold this line. I'm kind of just thinking out loud, you know? Some thoughts in my head as we do things that, you know, are what it is. Give y'all a good tip. Be smart with your trading. Oh, that easy. We're pushing on up. ES is also making its move back up as well, so a little bit of a V reversal, I guess you could say. That's not bad though. I mean, 50 points to the upside. That's pretty solid. Slow grind, but I mean, shoot, 1 million. What that? That's 50 points. I think that's like $1,000. Give me that any day. One trade, $1,000 per trade. Like, I would not be mad at all. Not one bit. Not a bad morning, if I had to say. I mean, moving up 50 points both ways, it's a little bit of a grind, but typically for me, I'm good with 10 points. You give me that, one and done. 1 second on this trade. These are my stats. Let me just give you a bada bing, bada boo. A little bit of the stack. This is where it's at, yeah. Those are their stats. Stats pats. Stats pats. What matters is winning. I don't care how ugly it is. I'm here to win. Some more chop pop. Good old chop. Overall, though, I think I just keep seeing out here. I'm gonna be in and out. If you're watching the stream, like I'm gonna be muting myself because I got some other stuff to do on the side, like I said. So I'll be in and out of the stream. I'll be watching it. So if anybody has any questions, just ask away. Just gonna be watching the stream, but also focusing on other stuff too. I'm a bit hungry as well, so I'm gonna have to go grab something to eat here in a bit. Worked out this morning, got a good pump session in. Got a leg day. If anything, you gotta love it. Leg day. Chilling up in here. This might be the higher low to bump it back up. Push it above 25,550. Is that what the Bulls are aiming for? Is that what the Bulls are doing? Is that what's happening? Hey, payout got processed. We love that. We like that. Should be receiving that money tomorrow. Just gonna stack that away. Not gonna use it. To be honest, I haven't even used the money I've made from day trading. I've used a little bit of it. Myself, actually, I've used quite a bit on myself. Well, not on myself, but as far as like investing back in, that's majority of where the money has gone back to. Is just investing back into trading and basically, my business is how I would classify it. I think that's something that I've learned is I'm thankful to have the mindset. I've been around a lot of people that have had money and talk about it too. When you make money, don't be a moron and go blast it on a lot of personal like things that you don't need, right? Cars and all that stuff. I haven't made enough money to buy like the big luxury cars, but for now, if I'm just at a point where I'm just trying to stack up in cash and take that money, reinvest it back into the business, and just keep going from there. And that it should be. I live way below my means, and that's how I like to keep it. honestly, it's stupid. You know, just because you make more money doesn't mean you upgrade your life. I see this happen in so many people. I'm not trying to give you financial advice, but just what I've seen is a lot of people once they make more money, they upgrade their lifestyle. And guess what? Before they made that money, they were living paycheck to paycheck. But they got a little bit more money, and they're just gonna keep living paycheck to paycheck. If you have this mentality, like that mindset is so dangerous to have. And I've just seen so many people. I used to work as a debt collector, and some people, like, I was a student loan debt collector at some point. So giving you a little bit of lore into my story. Oh wow, markets talk about V up and V down, but some people that called in were making some really good money. We'll say that much. And it didn't matter how much money they made though. If they made, let's say they made $300,000, they spent $310,000. That $10,000 came from credit cards and going into debt. But that's just a, like, it's a terrible mindset that is instilled in people. It's, oh, just go into debt. You know, you want to go to college, take out a loan. It's okay. You can pay that off because by the time you graduate, you're gonna get a degree and you're gonna get a high-paying job. It's back then a degree meant something, and I'm not even that old, but that's just the truth. The one of the reasons, and this is just me kind of thinking out loud too, is the reason why a degree was so good back in like the 90s, maybe the 1900s. We'll say that much. It's because the information wasn't easy as accessible back then as it is now, right? I'm looking a little bit at history. It just doesn't really matter because basically at the snap of a finger, right? I'm not saying you're Thanos or you could just do it, but especially with AI nowadays, you could literally search up so many things instantly. Versus back then, if you want information, you know, somebody, some human person was like the human Google, and you had to go to that person because that person was the only one that knew and that could teach. But nowadays, we are overfilled with information. There's too much information out there, right? And someone, like, the reason why I say too much is because some information is false. You have some idiot that's preaching something that's not correct. But you also have a lot of information that you really just have to sift through the information to find what you need. And that's the age that we live in now. So, like, a degree, to an extent, it doesn't matter. I think if you are in a STEM field, that may matter, but it's more so based on experience nowadays when you have a degree. Like, you can have a degree, but do you have the experience? We live in a microwave world where everybody wants something instantly. Hey, that's why, I'm hungry. Cooking takes me about 30 minutes. Why don't I just head down the street, buy me a burger from McDonald's, and eat it? Quick and easy, quick and easy, quick and easy, quick and easy. And that's just mentality that we live in nowadays. It's not great, but that kind of applies to the work field too. When you come into a job, it sucks, and I don't agree with it, right? If you come into an entry level job, you shouldn't be expected to have 10 years of experience. You should have, hey, your entry level, maybe you know the basics, right? At least the basics, and we can teach you. But nowadays, you also gotta see on the other side too, right? Coming to a business, you gotta think about the clients, because clients don't care where you're at. They really, like, realistically, we are all customers. Everybody out there, okay? Every human being is a customer, and every human being can be a business owner. But look at it from this way. Let me explain it. The sense that customers don't care about other people, whether new employee, is because, let's say you work for Amazon, right? We'll just use Amazon. They have Amazon Prime. If somebody doesn't get their 1 day delivery, they're gonna flip. And it doesn't matter if you are new there; they're gonna chew you out. They're gonna chew your boss, your manager. So, like, it goes both ways. Living in this like microwave world, it just sucks. A lot of people out there are. It's just how it is. But going back to not really going off topic here, you talk about a degree, you need experience. You know, now a law degree is going to be very different. If you talk about that, right? Like I said, STEM field. If you're a doctor, if you're a lawyer, please get your degrees, right? Please pass the bar. Please do residency for a doctor. Like I want you to actually have, again, for the needed skill set, but you need to also learn the information behind that. That's something that you actually have to go learn, like really, really learn for people that have actually done it. It's way different than just going on Google and like, how do I perform this, surgery? Hopefully, none of y'all are doing that out there. Nobody should be doing that, okay? But your degree in communications, useless, to be honest, in my opinion. Your business degree, super useless, okay? You have a business degree. Oh my gosh, we're tanking. It's going down. But your business degree, do you have experience? Like, what's your business degree for? Do you actually have the experience to, like, what is a business degree for even? You know, it's super broad. It's so broad. Like, what is it for? Coming down now. Markets hung out there. Bulls doesn't have enough juice. Push it up, and they're coming on down. Um, might have an appetite here for sure, but I'm kind of hesitant. I just want to see if we can get a bear flag down here. But normally, what's happened is this whole crap of it shoots down, but realistically, it's just shooting down to come right back up. But I think as long as we hold this, just quick 3 minute, maybe break above 80, kind of sucker in some of the bulls that think it's gonna go back up and take another leg down. So something like, let me change this. Sorry, something like this wouldn't be bad. I would like to just see a bear flag form before taking entry or see some sort of weakness. But right now, it looks like the bulls are trying to aggressively push it back up. They really want those. They really want those highs. They're pushing it hard, but we could probably squeeze another 10 points, maybe 20. Hopefully, I'm not. Don't miss the trade. I'm kind of focused on some other stuff. So there we go. Seeing weakness. I'm gonna look over at ES as well. ES is kind of forming the same thing. So good. Starting to see some consolidation here. Want to see some weakness. Something like this. Break above the 80s. Take out the bulls. Then want to get back in. Is the plan. So right now that's the plan. Hopefully this doesn't just freaking jackknife it right back down and we see some sort of like maybe 1 2 candles, one candle break above 80. But that's my plan right now. And if ES just freaking rockets to the moon, that's not gonna be good. Get ES pumping. I'm looking at ES on my other screen. I don't have it pulled up. Maybe I should have it. You know what? Let me just do it. Well, it was pumping up, and now it's coming down. But you get the idea. But good. That's what we want to see. Resistance. Good, good, good. This is what we want to see. Next kind of print in an ideal world, would like to see it break above 80, leave a wick up there, come back down. We have about 15 seconds before the next candle opens on the 3-minute chart right here. Okay, here we go. This is what I was looking for. Let's see if we can get tagged back in here. There we go. Looking for just a 10-point move. Yes, it's pumping up. It's not a good sign, but this is what we want to see. If we can leave a wick up here, squeezing some of the bulls, think that we're going to be going back up. Looking for a move to come back down here. Just take me out for a quick take profit. Not really looking to get too much. I'd be happy with my 10 points here. Again, this is just an evaluation account. Boom, and just like that. Like I said, wanted to see us kind of looking here. This level is just really basic stuff. There's nothing astronomical. So the 80 level as a good area for us to test. Kind of break out, because how many people are looking to go long for the breakout, expecting this, right? The bulls got lucky twice. Is there a third chance? Overall, we are up 320 on this account. Yeah, it could be 420, but this account's now at 1,000. So I kind of just, to be honest, coast for the rest of the day. So sometimes trading is just like that, you know. Mm. overall, we are still holding this down. So honestly, I think the short is still in play for the move back down. So this is where the light comes down, where it breaks. But like I said, I made my 200 bucks. I'm pretty toasty, you know, feeling good. And I am definitely okay if it moves down. I ain't worried about it. But you know what? Preach what you talk, right? Or live the way you walk the talk. Preach how you walk, how you preach. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, like I said, 10 points. Super solid. Usually ranging within 10 points, so I'm not guaranteed, right? But a high chance of taking the small profits versus waiting for it to move all the way down. Now, do I want to capture like this whole move? Oh, absolutely, I do, but we're just being patient. Ooh, ES is moving up. Mm-mm-mm. If ES pumps above, keeps pumping up, I think NASDAQ comes down. What a damn. Make it come back around. Everybody wants up in the ground. I'm just kidding. Sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to have some fun. What's gonna happen? Oh. Ooh. Hey, it didn't come down, but guess what? What I love about scalping. This, is also why I scalp. Because had I held for, potential break to the down 40s, I would have been stopped out. Guess what? Right now, I'd probably be full porting. But I got my 10 points. I'm happy. Hey, like I mentioned in one of my streams, you don't need the whole pie. If you just take one slice at a time, you get enough of those small slices of pies, you're going to be filled. Versus instead of waiting for the whole piece of the whole pie, right? You take a little by little. But we solid. Looking to be one of them days where it just goes up and it comes down. Tough. Normally it's mm, look at that. The market go up and come down. Oh, man, we're pumping on up. Look at that. Well, I was proven wrong when I said that the market was going to lower. See, it happens. He is trying to attack the highs too. The trading at all-time highs can always be tricky. How many people are wanting to go short? I think that's one of the reasons why it went up too, is because everybody was like, "Oh, finally we can get short." Nope. Oh man, we're coming up the highs. It's gonna do it. It's gonna do it. Go, go. Do it, boys. Do it. Nice. Alright, y'all, not much is happening. Talk about a move. If you capture this whole move, props to you. It's like 80 points. Gosh. And if you would capture this move, I'm just kidding. This is numbers, so this is a straight up gamble if you did get in. This is tough. Sometimes it happens because so many shorts are like, oh, let's hold it down. Now, I did go short too, but I took my small profits. I took my piece of the pie. I make sure I listen to my own words. Scout, take my 10 points and I'm happy. Are they going to break 50 right here? It's happening. Gonna break all-time highs. Okay, that's where it's at. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. I just want to see this break above 50. Are we gonna do that? Is that gonna happen? Such a grind. I mean, I don't even have a dog in the fight. I'm done, to be honest. I'm done trading for the day. I'm not gonna take another trade. Unless volatility just magically happens to come back and we just start whipping 20, 50 points within like one candle. Or within like a minute candle. Then we would have an appetite for it. But right now, I'm sitting good. Sitting good, honey. Don't worry about it, honey. Tragic. At 50 is holding it down. Those bears do not want the bulls. Oh, whoa, whoa. They don't want to give the bulls. Did I just manifest it? Saying that we need volatility? Am I the market? I'm just kidding. So the dealers at this point. Pretty good. Sitting solid. Don't tell me that this is gonna pull the. Okay, so ES made new highs. NASDAQ isn't. NASDAQ is lagging. But is it gonna pull this crap again and just volleys down? Is that really what's about to happen? Really is that about to happen? Like, really? Is that gonna happen? Like, really? We don't know. We don't know. Look, y'all, there's not much happening. What a Friday's been though. You know what? I ain't complaining though. I've made my money and I'm happy with that. Sometimes that's all you can do is make your money. Make sure you end up on green. I mean, I think any green on a Friday is good. Fridays are definitely the days where I'm really okay with just being the green, especially if I go red and I come back in the green. It's like at some point you gotta know when to call it. Moving up, moving down. all around. Ugh. Those sellers got immediately bought up. Immediately. Crazy. The bulls really want those all-time highs. They want more. More. I don't like that the bears got bought up right away. Obviously, this is a higher low. So the bulls are going to be aggressive. We're at all-time highs. So every time we are here, historically speaking, from what I've seen and what I've experienced, bulls will always try to push for the new highs. And it makes sense. You're right here. So why wouldn't you fight for it? Don't just roll on over here. But it doesn't have to happen now. At some point, like I said, the market can do whatever it wants. Alright, yo, I don't think there's any point of me just hanging out here anymore. So I'm gonna go ahead and kill the stream here. If you tuned in, I appreciate you tuning in. I've made my money today across all accounts. So we'll call it here. Be smart about your rest of the day if you're trading. If you're green, you know, might be good to walk away.